In the first step, we got to soak dry fruits overnight in some orange juice, mixed fruit jam, cinnamon powder, nutmeg powder, cloves powder, vanilla extract and powdered sugar. Take 250 grams of mixed fruit in a bowl like this. Here we have mixed fruits like broken cashew nuts, raisins. There are two types of raisins here, black raisins and normal raisins. There's also tutti frutti in there and also almonds. In total the weight is 250 grams. First goes a tablespoon of mixed fruit jam. Now goes 1/4 cup of homemade orange juice and 45 grams of powdered sugar. Half tablespoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg powder and 1/4 teaspoon of cloves powder. Mix everything together nicely. Now goes 35 ml of rum. Mix again nicely. You got to soak these dry fruits overnight or 12 hours. Let's sieve some ingredients now. Here goes 100 grams of maida flour into a sieve like this. A teaspoon of baking powder goes in now and continue sifting. A pinch of salt. Finally goes in 25 grams of semolina and continue sifting. Now mix all the ingredients together nicely. Into a plate goes in 25 grams of chopped almonds and 25 grams of chopped cashew nuts. Half tablespoon of the flour that we sifted earlier goes in now and mix well with the cashew nuts and almonds. Coating almonds and cashew nuts with some flour would ensure they wouldn't sink once the cake is done. Let's whisk eggs now. For that, take 2 raw eggs in a bowl like this and start whisking. The purpose of whisking is aeration, that is to incorporate air into the batter that would make the cake soft and spongy. Now the eggs are whisked well and looks frothy. Now in another bowl, take 125 grams of unsalted butter, 100 grams of powdered sugar goes in now. In order to prevent the powdered sugar from splattering, just mix with your hand first and then turn on the hand whisker. If you like the detailed video with detailed explanation like this, then please don't forget to give this video a like and also share it with your friends. Now goes the 2 eggs that we whisked earlier. Now turn the whisker on again so that the eggs get nicely incorporated in the powdered sugar and butter mixture. Now transfer the mixture into the sifted flour. Now mix everything together nicely. Your suggestions and insights are always welcome. Please do drop in your comments in the comment section. Now goes the soaked dry fruits and mix well with the batter. Now goes 10 ml of milk and mix again. Now let's make caramelized sugar. For that, heat up a wok like this, and when the wok heats up, goes in 150 grams of sugar and saute. Now when the sugar has turned brown and is frothy, reduce the flame so as to prevent splattering. Now goes 1/4 cup of boiled water. Here goes few drops of lemon juice so as to prevent the hardening and crystallization of the sugar. Now pour in the caramelized sugar into the batter. Mix nicely with the batter. Now goes the almonds and cashew nuts that were dusted with some flour and mix well. Now grease the cake mold with some butter. Now place the parchment paper inside the mold so that it becomes easier to remove the cake once it is done. Now pour in the batter into the mold. In the meantime, preheat the oven at 170 degrees centigrade for about 10 minutes. Now place the cake mold in the preheated oven. The temperature setting is like this: 170 degrees centigrade with both top and bottom coils on, and bake for about 45 minutes. Once the cake has cooled down, using a toothpick, make holes like this. Smear half tablespoon of rum on top like this. You can also use brandy instead. After removing the parchment paper, let me show you how well the plum cake has turned out. For making the batter into a bowl like this goes 1 egg and start whisking. Add 1/4 cup of powdered sugar little by little while continuously whisking. Now all of the remaining powdered sugar goes in, which is 1/4 of a cup, which I told you earlier. 1/4 cup of rice flour goes in, which makes the rose cookies crispier. Now goes an whole cup of maida or all-purpose flour. Now this is optional, but here we are adding 2 tablespoons of white sesame seeds. By pouring in coconut milk little at a time, start whisking. Now 1/4 teaspoon of salt goes in for the taste. Another important thing here is a tablespoon of sunflower oil. By adding in coconut milk, make it into a thick batter. Here we have used coconut milk made from 1/4 shredded coconut. Now look at the consistency of the batter. It should be somewhat like an idli batter, and once you dip the spoon, the batter should coat the spoon like this. Before deep frying, preheat a liter of sunflower oil for at least 5 minutes on medium flame. While making the first cookie, you should immerse the mold for at least couple of minutes so that it becomes hot. This is the non-stick mold that I am using, and after a couple of minutes, take the mold out and dip immediately into the batter very quickly. And remember, you shouldn't dip the mold completely in the batter. Now quickly place the mold in the hot oil. Remember, the flame is on medium. Never try to make rose cookies on high flame. Rose cookies are made on medium flame. I bought this mold from Amazon. The link is provided in the description box. You can buy it from there. After a couple of minutes, you can start shaking the mold, and as you can see, the rose cookie is getting ejected very easily from the mold. Flipping the rose cookie over is not required, but you can do so if you want. Before making the second cookie, it is imperative that you dip the mold in hot oil. Now that the rose cookie is well fried, you can take it out and place it on an absorbent paper or on a colander. Remember, you got to whisk the batter in between so that it doesn't become harder, and repeat the process in frying remaining rose cookies. Another important thing to remember is that rose cookie in the mold should never come in contact with the pan. For more such interesting and detailed recipes like this, please follow our CountNCook official Facebook page. Until then, ciao, goodbye, take care.